Good morning, year one, and I hope you've had a good start to the week so far, okay? And we're going to start as usual with our reading. So, today we are reading a story called Stop Telling Fibs. So, what I'd like you to do is pause your screens and have a go reading it for yourselves. Okay, now we'll read it all together. Tomek, hurry up and get dressed, yelled Mum from downstairs. I can't get ready, said Tomek. There's a grizzly bear in my underwear. Stop telling fibs, said Mum. Get in the car or you'll be late for school, said Mummy. I can't get in the car, said Tomek. There's a goat in my coat. Stop telling fibs, said Mummy. Time to put your things away and go to your classes, said Mr. Peters at breakfast club. I can't put my things away, said Tomek. There's a stag in my bag. Stop telling fibs, said Mr. Peters. Okay, pause your screens and have a go at reading this page. Okay, and we'll read it together. Wrap up warm for home time, said Miss Lee. I can't wrap up warm, said Tomek. There's a kitten in my mitten. Stop telling fibs, said Miss Lee. You need to get changed for swimming, said Jen. I can't get changed for swimming, said Tomek. There are skunks in my trunks. Stop telling fibs, said Jen. Time to get ready for bed, said Mum. I can't get ready for bed, said Tomek. There are llamas in my pyjamas. Stop telling fibs. Ah! Okay, so now we'll go on to our questions. So the first question is, what is the name of the main character? Is it Teddy, Tomek, or Tobin? So you should be able to answer this one without looking at the text if you can remember the story. And remember, this is how you need to write out your answer. You need to write, the main character is called, and then answer the question. Okay, so pause your screens while you have a go at that one. Okay, so the main character is called Tomek. Second question, what is the first animal that we meet in the story? So what we need to do is start off in the beginning then and see what the first animal is. So have a read, and when you get to the animal, put your finger on it, okay? So pause your screens and put your finger on the animal. Okay, fab. So have a go at writing that out then. The first animal we meet is and write it down for me, okay? So pause your screens again while you have a go at that one. Super well done. It is a bear. Okay. Question number 3. Why can't Tomek get in the car? Is it because there is a goat in his coat, a kitten in his mitten, or skunks in his trunks? Okay, so we need to find the part of the story where it talks about him getting in the car, okay? So have a look through, pause your screens and try and have a find of it for me. Okay, yeah, it's here. Get in the car or you'll be late for school, said Mummy. And then Tomek says, I can't get in the car. And then have a look at what he says, and I'd like you to have a go writing that out for me. Okay, so you should be writing out like this. Tomek can't get in the car because, and then finish off the sentence, okay? So pause your screens while you finish that for me. Okay, because there's a goat in his coat. Well done. Okay, question number 4. What do all of the adults keep saying to Tomek? Is it stop telling fibs, be quiet, or tidy up? Okay, again, you should know that one without having to look at the story. Okay, but if you need to have a look back, then that's okay. You can have a quick look back. Okay, so you need to write it out something like this. The adults keep saying, and then tell me what they keep saying. Okay, pause your screens while you have a go at that one. Okay, well done, guys. The adults keep saying, stop telling fibs. Okay, and number 5, what item of clothing does Tomek find the llamas wearing? Is it a hat? Is it a scarf? Or is it pyjamas? Okay, so what I want you to do is pause your screen and find the part where it mentions the llamas. Okay, so it mentions the llamas down here. It says there are llamas in my... and have a look what that word says. And what I'd like you to do is have a go at writing that one out. So your sentence should start like this. The llamas were wearing, and a good clue is that it rhymes with llamas. Okay, so pause your screens and finish writing that one off for me. Okay, super. The llamas were wearing pyjamas. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's from yesterday's. Okay, and maths. So the first thing I'd like you to do is pause your screens and have a go at writing out the sequences, including the missing numbers, okay? So have a look. So we've got 45, 46, and have a look at what comes next, okay? And there's gaps in all of them, and you need to try and have a go at filling them out for me, okay? So pause your screens and have a go. Super well done, guys. Okay, now we'll go on to the rest of our lesson. So we're having another look at tens and ones. So what I'd like you to do in a moment is pause your screen. So remember, when we've got a stick like this where they're joined together, that is a 10, okay? So for this one, we know that we've got a 10, 1 10. And how many ones have we got? That's right, we've got 1. So that means that the number we've got is 11. Fantastic. Okay, so pause your screen and have a go at the rest for me. So I know you haven't got the sheet, but I've put numbers here, so I'd like you to write them out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and put the number next to it. Okay, pause your screens. Okay, and there's the answer, so you can tick them off. So number 1 is 11, number 2 is 13, okay, and so on. So pause your screens and you can have a look at the answers and see if you got them right. Okay, and another little activity for you to do. Okay, we've got different ways of showing, of representing a number. So we've got 10 and 6, which we know equals 16. Okay, so that's 16. This one says 16, and what I want you to do is work out the rest of them and tell me which one the odd one out is. Okay, so pause your screens and have a go at writing your sentence. Number something is the odd one out because. Okay, so pause and have a go at that. Okay, fab. So let's go through it together. So number 1 we've said is 16. Number 2 is also 16 because if we read it we can see that that's 16. Okay. Number 3 has got 1 10 and 6 ones. So we know it's got 1 10. Okay, so that's in the tens column, and it's got 6 ones. So 1 10 add 6 ones makes 16. Okay, so that one's also 16. Here we've got our tens and ones, so we've got a 10 here, so we've got 1 10, which is 10. And how many ones have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones. Okay, so 1 10 add 6 ones makes 16. Number 5, we've got some pieces of numicon, so let's count. So we know that this is a 10, okay, we've already got a 10. So we've got a 10 here, and now we're going to count how many we've got on this side. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 10 add 5. What's 10 add 5? 15. Okay, so number 5 equals 15. Okay, so far that looks like the odd one out. But let's just check number 6 to see if we're right, okay? So we've got our 10 here. We know that that's a 10 because it's put together as a 10. So we've got 10. And how many ones have we got here? Let's have a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 ones. So 10 add 6 equals 16. Okay, so this one is also 16. So that means that the odd one out must be number 5 because that equaled 6. That showed 15. Okay, so your answer should be number 5 is the odd one out because it represents 15 and the others represent 16. Okay, fab, well done. And we'll go on to our writing today. So what I'd like you to do is pause your screen and tell me who we write letters to. That's right, we write letters to anybody that we want to give information to. Okay, so again I've popped up the purpose and features of a letter, okay, which you should be experts on by now. Okay, and again we've got our sentence checklist. So tomorrow you're going to write a letter to a friend. You can give them information on anything you like. It can be about your pets, your favourite TV show, or your favourite toy. When we write letters, we normally start with an introduction instead of jumping straight into the main part of the letter, okay? So the introduction is the first part of the letter. So I'm going to show you my introduction for my letter, okay? Dear Year 1, I hope you are all having a lovely time and are enjoying the bright yellow sunshine. I've been sitting in the warm garden. I'm writing this letter to tell you all about the pets I've got at home. Okay, so that's my introduction. So as you can see, I've started off with who it's to, so dear year one, okay? And I've started off with just a nice sentence, just checking how everybody is. I'm saying, I hope you're all having a lovely time. And then I tell you what I've been doing. I have been sitting in the warm garden. Then, and this is the important part, okay, I'm telling you why I'm writing. So I am writing this letter to tell you about the pets I've got at home, okay? So I want you to have a think about what you want your letter to look like, what you want to explain, what information you want to give, okay? And I want you to write your introduction for your letter. So not the whole letter, just the introduction. So you need who it's to. You need a friendly sentence like how are you or what have you been doing, okay? And then you need why are you writing to them. So I'm writing to you because, or I'm writing to you to tell you, okay? And I want you to put as your title, how do we start a letter? Okay, remember to look at the sentence checklist while you're doing it and make sure we've got all of these things, okay? So pause your screens and have a go writing your letter introduction for me. Super, well done. You've had a really good try at that, okay? And now we'll go on to our phonics. Okay, so we are doing the air sound, but this air sound is different to the other one we've been doing, okay? Because we've been doing a, I, r, but this time we're doing a, r, e. Okay, so I'm going to show you some pictures with some words and I want you to have a go at reading them and then I'm going to read them afterwards, okay? Are we ready? Go. Care. Hair. Now this kind of hair, it's not like the hair on your head like we did with the a, it, r sound. That's a hair as in like an animal, so it's sort of like a rabbit, okay, but it's called a hare. Fare, like a bus fare. Share. And dare. Well done. Okay, well done, guys. You've had a really good go at that one. So you're going to listen and write down what I'm going to read out, okay? So, I saw a hare by the park, but I didn't dare go near it. I saw a hare at the park, but I didn't dare go near it. Okay, pause your screens while you finish off that sentence for me. Okay, well done. So, I saw a hare by the park, but I didn't dare go near it. Okay, have a check on that one, see if you've got it all right. Okay, and now what I'd like you to do is write your own sentence with the air sound, okay? So pause your screens, remembering to look at our sentence checklist, okay? Best handwriting that you can do, and have a go at that one for me. So pause. Fab, well done. Okay, and that's it for today, year one. So remember to send me all of your work and activities to the email address below, okay? Ask your grown-ups to do it for you, and I look forward to reading some of your work, okay? See you tomorrow.